Well, if you're considering tax planning to make the most of your asset allocations, you need to have a good understanding of just how your assets are related to taxes. Well, a good way to gain a basic understanding is by considering the concept of the 4 tax buckets. Okay? The first bucket is your taxable bucket. So any accounts or financial vehicles that you pay taxes on each year, whether or not you pull the money out, falls into this bucket. So what does that mean? Well, it might be bank accounts like CDs. It might be brokerage accounts, your mutual funds or bonds, or even stock dividends. Anything that gives you a 1099 each year, even though you didn't pull the money out, maybe you're just reinvesting, that still falls into this taxable bucket. The second bucket, that's your tax deferred bucket. And generally speaking, there are 3 primary vehicles that fall into the tax deferred bucket. Qualified retirement plans, that's your 401ks, 403bs, the 457s, and IRAs. Non-qualified annuities also fall into this bucket, as well as savings bonds. Those are all tax deferred, so those, well, they're in that bucket. Now the third bucket, that's your tax-free bucket. There are 3 financial vehicles that are currently tax-free: municipal bonds, Roth IRAs, and properly structured life insurance. Now notice I said properly structured life insurance. Nothing else is tax-free. In fact, municipal bonds are not always tax-free, but for the most part, they are. And then finally, the 4th bucket is income and estate tax-free. And that's where you get into the charitable trusts and other similar arrangements. Now, here's what you need to know. If you want to reduce taxes on your assets over time, you need to move assets to the right. A common mistake many people make if their objective is to reduce their tax liability is often right here. They have a majority of their assets in qualified retirement plans. This has the potential to create significant tax liabilities down the road. You may want to consider reallocating some assets to the right to help reduce the tax liability over time. That's the concept of the 4 tax buckets.